Title: A Vision of the Rapture and Resurrection. On Thanksgiving night, as I lay in my bed at home, I fell into a deep sleep, unaware that I was about to experience a profound vision. My name is Nicholas Rath, and what I witnessed that night would forever change my understanding of life, death, and the promise of salvation. In my vision, I found myself in a surreal realm where the boundaries between heaven and earth blurred. I was aware of my body, but I also felt my soul lifting, observing everything from a higher perspective. I saw my foot surgery unfolding in a hospital room. Doctors and nurses were bustling around preparing for the procedure, but the atmosphere was heavy with an impending sense of urgency. Suddenly, chaos erupted outside. I could hear sirens blaring, a cacophony of alarms signaling the end times. Nuclear war had begun, and I witnessed a series of explosions lighting up the sky. I saw friends and loved ones caught in the turmoil, their fates intertwined with the moments that followed.
Forgive me, Jesus, for my sins.
Among them was Justin Martin, who found himself backed against a tree, crying out for forgiveness. Tears streamed down his face. In that moment, a bomb exploded nearby, and I saw him hit, collapsing to the ground. His final words echoed in my heart as he passed away. Then there was Brian Lovelace, attempting to save Justin, desperately trying to pull him away from danger. But fate was cruel. A rock struck Brian and he fell. Yet in his last moments, he too cried out to God, seeking redemption. I watched as their souls were taken up, resurrected and welcomed into heaven, despite their tragic ends. As the chaos unfolded, I saw Charles, who was shot multiple times but kept getting back up, fighting to save others. Finally, a single bullet ended his struggle, and he too thanked the Lord for everything before his soul ascended. I felt a deep sorrow for those left behind, like Josh P., who had been trying to help everyone find safety amidst the panic. Meanwhile, I was still in the operating room as the doctors attempted to revive me after my surgery. I could feel their efforts, but I was slipping away. My parents, who had been with me, suddenly vanished in the rapture, leaving me on that table, alone and fearful. I watched helplessly as some medical staff were taken away, while others remained, grappling with the reality of what was happening. The nurses and doctors, once so focused on saving lives, were now disappearing, one by one. My heart sank as I realized it was too late for me. I was in cardiac arrest, my body failing while my soul floated above, witnessing the world unraveling. In that moment, I understood the gravity of what God was showing me. Those who were left behind still had a chance for redemption. I saw Justin Martin's spirit filled with regret, and I wished he could have known that even in those final moments, he could still reach for salvation. As I took my last breath, I felt a warm light enveloping me. I was being pulled towards heaven, where I saw a magnificent realm filled with love and peace. I was reunited with those who had been taken before me, including Brian and Charles, who welcomed me with open arms. Together we watched the unfolding events below. Those left behind, like Justin and others, were given second chances to turn their hearts towards God. I saw them praying, crying out for forgiveness and wrestling with their pasts. It was a bittersweet moment, witnessing both the joy of resurrection and the sorrow of those still seeking redemption. I woke up from the vision with a jolt, my heart racing. The weight of what I had seen pressed heavily on my soul. I understood that the rapture was not just a moment of judgment but also a profound opportunity for grace. Those who were taken were embraced in heaven, while those left behind still had hope. This vision reminded me that love, forgiveness, and the chance to begin anew are always within reach, even in the darkest times. My experience on that Thanksgiving night was a call to share the message of hope and redemption, a reminder that no one is beyond the reach of God's mercy.